BBN Jack Frost. What's up, party people? I think the camera's a little blurry, so let me wipe this real quick. 2 seconds. It was a little blurry. I knew it. I could tell. Just a little. Just a little. How y'all doing today? I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Obviously today we're gonna be talking more about the Pop Smoke situation. We're also, if we have the opportunity, I hope we do. We're also gonna be talking a little bit more about the Cardi B's Star Brim situation. Also, there's been some breaking news in the Pop Smoke situation, in the Pop Smoke tragedy. We're gonna definitely discuss that. It seems like the police, like I told y'all, please let the police do their job. The police have come up with a little bit more information on the particular subject. But first, before we go any further, we want to give a thanks to everybody who donated to the chat the chat on Morning Coffee. Shout out to everybody that's on Morning Coffee Awards real quick for February 19, 2020. Shout out to Why Not Music with the $5 drop. Shout out to Susan Bortz Burdell. Definitely appreciate you, baby girl. James S., you guys are the best. Susan Bortz Burdell again. And then also Terrence Brown. Definitely thank you very much for helping to support the channel. You're helping to keep us around. You know, the haters want us done. With all of that being said, also in addition to that, I want to say I just appreciate everybody who's been showing up to the chat and who have been giving content, who have been commenting in a manner that allows for the show to be able to move on, not being able to, not trying to bog us down or slow us up, but actually having some kind of actual sense to them. Anyway, let's get with morning roll call. What's up, Airpix Radio? How you doing this morning? Airpix Radio has an emoji. I think he's waving. Shout out to Illuminegro Enlightened Minority. He says salute. Ben Roman, how you doing? Brooklyn Born, salute. Brooklyn Born, how you doing, my brother? G Allen. I'm gonna call you Nella, by the way. I'm gonna call you Nella from now on. All right. Shout out to Nella. Black Wolf, how you doing, my brother? Salute. Who else we got up here? Black Cuddy. I think you've been here before, and anyway, he says, live from the Bronx, stand up, Jack Frost, good morning, NYC, salute, my brother, appreciate you. Yurek the Great, Layla Pacino, salute. Layla Pacino says, revenge. Real quick, I can't say that it is revenge at this point. We'd have to know what Pop Smoke did that would, require this type of response. I mean, at the end of the day, let me plug this thing in. At the end of the day, you can say revenge if he did something like took somebody's life or put somebody in prison for their life or something like that. But what did Pop Smoke actually do to require this type of response? You understand what I'm saying? So even if you want to talk about the car situation, I don't think the attempt stealing, if that is what happened, of a Rolls Royce that was eventually reattained by the owner would require this type of response. There's a lot of other things that could have been done by somebody who has the means to acquire a Rolls Royce in order to get even within the situation, other than having somebody take that man's life. So we're not doing that. We need more information from the police, y'all. Okay, it's okay to speculate. It's okay to, talk about it or whatever the case is, but at the end of the day, let's wait and let's make sure that we have a little bit more information. I don't think we have enough information to speculate but so much. That's my point. What up, Tiffany Marie Ferry? How you doing? What up, Roach? What up, Fish Loke? What up, Fish Loke? Salute. Ain't seen you in a minute, my brother. Deshaun Ragsdale. Black Cuddy said, what is the order from Canarsie, Brooklyn? Or what is... Okay, you're gonna have to repeat. You're gonna have to rewrite that, Black Cuddy, please. I can't understand what you're trying to say. It says, "What is the order from Canarsie, Brooklyn, or from Los Angeles?" What's the? I don't understand what you're trying to say. You need to be a little bit more clear. What up, Queen Bish? Kendall, what's up, Kendall? How you doing this morning? What up? Who else we got up in here? Rue Jones. Good morning, Vic Star. We love Vicks. Who else we got up in here? Lee Vincent, Alexander F. Sule. How you doing this morning, baby girl? Okay. What up, Noble T. Patterson Bay? Who else we got up in here real quick? Taz K. How you doing? Katie Cam. How you doing? What up, Curtis Pearson? barely ever comments, but you are part of the fam. Salute. Um, Karma Lydia says, good morning, BBN fam. Jack Frost, blessings of much love and happiness. That's a fact. Everybody, blessings and happiness. Shout out to Big Hub. What up, Ron Durr? Um, Layla Pacino, how you doing? All right, let's get right into it. Ben Roman, Martin Gina, Martin Gina. I said Martin Gina. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be, but if anybody's kid, if anybody gets a son and they name their son Martin and their middle name Gina, that is gonna be the funniest shit. I mean, maybe we should have these parents take psyche vows. But if anybody has a child and name their son, his first name is Martin, and his middle name is Gina, you for the win. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, what up, Whitney's World, Model T Unleashed, Carolina Lucky, how you doing? Um, Prince to Amir, salute my brother. Um, Ginger Lee, how you doing? What up, Ty Better TV? What up, Black Spades? That's a fact. Salute to the Black Spades. That's a whole fact. I knew Black Cuddy from somewhere. Salute to the Black Spades. Ace Franklin, how you doing? Adrian Thomas, Lex BX, Tony G, Weez North, KG, Sons to Fathers TV. Yeah, alright. Who else we got up in here? Alright, so we gonna move on. We on to the show. We on to the show. What up, Fat Eddie? What up, Cash is King? We on to the show. We on to the show. All right, so couple of things we want to say real quick so we can make sure that everybody's caught up on what's been happening. What happened with Pop Smoke was he had a party at his house. Before he had the party, it was a situation where there was some tweets that were sent out. One of the tweets that was sent out was of his brother basically showing what appeared to be the address in which they was going to be staying in that night. A lot of people thought that that tweet was the reason in which why they got home invaded and Pop Smoke had gotten shot. But in reality, earlier that day, before that tweet even went out, Pop Smoke had previously sent out a tweet that already had the address where he was going to be staying at. With that being said, they also had a party that night. So realistically speaking, we need people to stop attacking his brother and trying to make it seem like his brother got his brother killed, because he didn't. There's way too much wiggle room for something else to have happened for anybody to even make that assumption. Please, let's stop attacking this man's brother. I can't even imagine. I've never lost the actual brother to death. I can't imagine how that would feel to lose somebody who is not just your brother, but somebody that, we don't all, not everybody has the same relationships with their family members. But obviously they had love going on. Like, they cared about each other. They loved each other. This dude was winning and he was bringing his brother with him, and they was traveling together and they was doing stuff. So the fact that he just lost that man and people was trying to make it seem like he had something to do with it, he's somewhere right now broken. Please, let's make sure that we push the narrative that he did not have anything to do with it unless we find out otherwise, because we are not going to be in the we're not going to be one of those groups that try to make the family suffer when something bad or negative happens to somebody inside of their family. The BBN ain't like that. So what other people want to do is what other people want to do. We're not going to attack the brother. Now, with that being said, later on that night, after the party, before they was even able to lock the door, somebody broke into the house. The allegations, or at least what they're saying happened due to actual video surveillance cameras, is there was somewhere between 4 to 6 people. They walked around to the back of the house. One person went in the house. The other people came back to the front of the house. The one person that went in the house exited through the front of the house. Now, what's also being said is that there was no attempt of robbery. Nobody took anything. The person came into this house, and this is what's being reported right now by the police. The person came into the house, they shot Pop Smoke, and then they exited the house. There was no attempt to take jewelry. There was no attempt to robbery. There was no attempt on anything. With that being said, the police said that's the video that of the people going around the house. The video, whatever video you asking me if it's the real video, Chris Sever, I don't know what video you are talking about. So I can't answer that question. I'm pretty sure that there are real videos out there and fake videos. Hold on, Ben Roman. Let me get to that. Let me get to that. Initially, the police had said that there was some Instagram DMs that was sent by an Instagram model that just happened to be in that house to someone. around the time of the party happening. After the party wound down and the people broke into the house, it was believed by the police that he was being lined up for a robbery initially. Now, with the new evidence in which we have that the people that broke into the house didn't even attempt to rob anything, they just wanted to shoot him, and then they exited the premises. Myself, right now, I'm not 100% sure if the people that broke into the house are the people that she was contacting on Instagram, or she could have been trying to contact somebody else on Instagram, and then that happened. Rue Jones says that sounds like a money hit. He actually says the sounds like a money hit, but we're gonna blame that on autocorrect right now. Rue Jones, we're gonna blame that on autocorrect. But the party ended somewhere around 4:30. I'm gonna assume, because they say not 5 minutes after the party ended is when the people came to the location, and they're saying that the robberies attempt happened at 4:30. That's what they're saying. 4:30 a.m. of whatever time is in California. I don't know. Pacific Standard, Pacific Mountain. I don't know what the fuck that shit is. Pacific time. Um, Airpix Radio says sounds like Pop Smoke was already beefing with somebody. Nowadays, if you're a rapper, you have to beef for some strange reason. So nowadays, it seems like if you're a rapper and and you're openly attached to an organization for whatever the reason is, you have to be beefing. How do you know which video I'm talking about, Christopher? We don't have the same eyes. You're not 100% sure I saw that video. And we're talking about Hollywood Hills. I'm pretty sure every single house has like 1 million cameras on it. And the police is saying that the video is real. So if you don't believe what the police is saying, I don't know what to say. Are you asking me if the video real that the police that doesn't even say? You might want to talk a little less, homie. You might want to talk a little less. Everybody was in the house. They didn't shoot anyone except for Pop Smoke. To me, that sounds like it was targeted. That's just me. That sounds like it was targeted. Nobody got shot but Pop Smoke. I don't think Pop Smoke was big enough yet for the people close to him to want to have him finished. Like, not everybody is stupid. Like you know what's stupid? You see an up and coming YouTube guy, right? And then you try to extort him before he actually has any real money. Like, that's stupid. I don't think these guys are stupid. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think they were trying to they had an up and coming artist killed. They already close to him. They're benefiting from him winning. You understand what I'm saying? You have to show me something. They're benefiting from him winning, and they're gonna go get him killed before he even has a catalog to put out post after his death. Nope. Let's kick. Can we get bags for Chris Sever trying to distract me? Can we get bags for Chris Sever? Stop the whole show. Can we get bags? We need bags. We just hit Chris Sever in the face with all of his bags. Homeboy, you wanted all the attention? Now you can get the attention on outside of the fucking crib. How about that? How the hell do you know what video I seen? How the hell do I know what video you seen without actual description of said video? Get out of here. Hold on. Somebody said, I'm trying to put this on Pop Smoke's brother after I just made a long conversation saying it had nothing to do with Pop Smoke's brother. We're about to hit this dude right here with bags too. Hold on, y'all. I just gave a long dissertation, not a dissertation. I just gave a long monologue about how Pop Smoke's brother has nothing to do with this, and stop talking about that man has something to do with this. And the first thing that Mikey Greenhouse says is, stop trying to put shit on Pop Smoke's brother. And then he called me lame. After this is what I'm talking about. Do y'all understand what kind of shit people on the internet is dealing with? When you do business on the internet, you really are just dealing with dumb people. Could we get some short buses for Greenhouse? Could we get some short buses down there for Greenhouse? G's up gave some bags in advance. Could we get some short buses from Greenhouse? Because he's slow as shit. Could we also get bags for Trife Black? All right, we gotta stop giving people. I'm gonna stop letting everybody know when we give it bags so we can get back to the show. Also, you're never gonna make me. Can I just say something? I don't want to be like nobody else. You're never gonna make me feel bad by saying, "See, you're not like this other person." I don't give a fuck. Everybody, let me explain something to everybody real quick before we keep going. Be who you are, okay? Don't try to be other people. Be who you are. Don't concern yourself with being like other people. When you are already winning, when you got something good going on for yourself, people are going to try to convince you to be some way that is different from what you're doing. Whether the other thing is better or worse, they're going to try to convince you to be different from what you're doing. Let's keep going. LIP Minnesota Money Board says LAPD said Instagram model gave Pop Smoke address up to the Bloods. The girl was DMing him to link up. Okay, so hold on one second. I just want to say something. Tazzy K says, so you can answer that question, Mr. Frost. Hold on. No. Wait, why we hit? No. Unhide Noble Patterson T Bay. Unhide him. Don't hide Taz K yet. Don't hide Taz K. Noble Patterson Bay, you was hit by accident. Don't hide Taz K. Don't hit Taz K with their bags yet. Because I want everybody. Could we get some slow buses down there, please? I'm gonna just explain to this person why what they said is so stupid. Taz K writes, so can you answer that question, Mr. Frost? I'm not sure what question. Where was the brother? His brother's always by his side. I'm going to explain something. If somebody, if let's say for argument's sake, this was an actual hit. It sounds like an actual hit. So for argument's sake, let's say someone put an actual hit on Pop Smoke. Let's say that the person said, look, we're only paying you to kill this one person. The person breaks into the house. Is he now supposed to kill everybody, even though they can't identify him? He's supposed to kill more people so that if he gets caught, he get more time. He's supposed to kill people that he's not supposed to kill. Like, what kind of heart do you got? So just because his brother didn't get killed, that means that his brother was part of it. He couldn't have been lucky. Stop being evil, Taz K. Stupid ass people. Stop being evil. Just because his brother didn't get killed, that don't mean that his brother has something to do with it. So that means that every single time anybody gets shot, if you with them and you don't get killed also, that means that you did it? What kind of shit is that? Now we're going to kick Taz K up out of here. Hit Taz K with all their bags. All their bags. What kind of shit is that? So if I'm with somebody, some weirdo, if I got a homie that I'm always with or a family member I'm always with, somebody coming and ended up killing them, so now that means I had something to do with it? What kind of shit is that? No proof or nothing. Since I didn't die, I had to have something to do with it. No proof, no nothing. No proof, no evidence, no nothing. Just because I also didn't die. Come on, man. What kind of shit is that? That dude, look, this is my argument. This is my argument why I don't believe anybody he knew or cared for him or was making money with him did this. He didn't even really get to the bag yet. How long has Pop Smoke been out? He already walking around with 500K on his body. He already walking around with 500K on his body. You know what kind of he was gonna have $2 million in jewelry by next year. He was gonna be walking around with $2 million in jewelry by next year. And jewelry. So you trying to tell me the people that he's working with, the people that's making money off of him being popular, the people that's making money off of him being able to make hits, just decided, you know what? We don't need to make any more money. You stupid. Who did it is definitely gonna get caught if they have anything to do with that IG model. And not just so we could be clear, whoever did it is an idiot. I'm gonna tell you why. I just went into the Tekashi case and showed everybody how when you be texting shit on IG, the police know. Why in the hell would I would prefer they just didn't kill Pop Smoke. I'm not trying to help them get off. I'm just explaining to you why they're gonna get caught. They're gonna get caught. Whoever paid them to do this, y'all fucked. If somebody paid anybody to do this. Like, whoever, if somebody paid them, if somebody paid them to do this, they're caught. The only way they're not going to get caught is if this person is so far up the chain that but they are caught. I think now I'm starting to think they might be trying to cause an East-West war, but they're not just trying to cause an East-West war. You want to know if they're trying, if they're trying to cause a war, they're not trying to cause an East-West war. You know what they're trying to cause? They're trying to cause a blood crip war. That's what they're trying to do. If anybody is trying to create a war, it's not East-West, it's blood crip. They trying to make sure that shit sparks back up because there's been a lot of movement where there's been a lot of Crips and a lot of Bloods that have been trying to squash their beef and come together and work together. America would change. America would change so vastly. We would be living in 10 years. If Bloods and Crips decided to start working together, if Bloods and Crips and other gangs also, by the way, but Bloods and Crips specifically decided to start working together, decided to start voting together, decided to start hiring each other for positions at jobs, decided that if they decided to start doing that in about 5 or 6 years, about 10 years, the entirety of America would be changed. 2 presidencies. I'm telling you. If anything, this has been done because after Nipsey Hussle passed away, so many people, it went like this. After Nipsey Hussle passed away, it went like this. A lot of people was like, we got to put down this gang violence. We got to work together. So I'm not saying East Coast, West Coast war. I think people are thinking too small. If you saying East Coast, West Coast war, you thinking too small. A blood crip war is way bigger. Remember, they need us to be warring with each other. And when I say us, I mean us. They need melanated people to be warring with each other. They put melanated people in prison more than they putting Caucasian people in prison. They need us to be warring with each other. You understand what I'm saying? They need that. The easiest way to keep melanated people warring with each other is to have 2 of their biggest organizations at each other's throats. I don't know what to tell you if you don't see it. Ben Roman says, I went on a school trip to a detective's office and I was amazed how they can see everything from deleted posts to DMs, even if they're not following you or you're on private. So watch out, everyone. That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. You think you deleted something from anywhere on the internet? It's not deleted. So hold on. So Buckadelphia, you're trying to tell me that since they didn't start a Crip and Blood War when Slim What 400 got hit, that means that that's not a possibility, that that's something that somebody wanted to do because in that one situation it didn't happen? Is that what you're telling me? You're telling me, hold on, Buckadelphia. You're telling me because in that one situation it didn't happen, or because in that one situation the public didn't gravitate to it, because that's basically what happened. In that one situation, the public didn't gravitate to it because Slim 400 wasn't liked enough, and Slim 400 wasn't big enough at that time. So you're trying to tell me that means that this isn't a possibility? Think about what you're saying. Do y'all think about? I'm sure a lot of y'all think about what y'all say before y'all put it out, but do some of y'all need to think about what you're saying before? Think about how it sounds. That don't even make sense. That don't even make sense. That's like saying, "Oh, I shoot a basketball and I miss a shot, so I'm never gonna make another shot. It's just impossible because I missed the first shot. So that means that I will never make another shot in basketball." I'm not trying to go in on you, homie, but come on, man, you gotta better than that. Um, Can we get some slow claps for Buckadelphia? Hey, can we get some slow claps for Buckadelphia? Good call, James S. Can we get some? We like Buckadelphia, by the way. Can we get some slow claps for Buckadelphia? A slow clap is a clap with three dots, another clap with three dots, and then another clap. That's a slow clap for everybody that's new to BBN and don't know. Can we get some slow claps down there? Tori Mosley said too many OGs look up to both sides to be able to squash all beef with Bloods and Crips. Too many OGs locked up on both sides to be able to squash all beef with Bloods and Crips. I agree. I don't think that it's possible because of the emotional and familiar connections that individuals have had with people that are lost now because they got lost to the other side. But there has to be some point, at some point, that people just decide, yo, look, what we gonna do? We got to do better. You know, you right, Black Cuddy, but I like laughing at some of the stupid comments. I like making jokes about that. Those be my opportunities to tell jokes. So when people say stupid shit, that's my opportunity to tell jokes. So when we talking about an extremely serious situation like this, it kind of helps me when the trolls come in here and say shit that don't make no fucking sense. So I have an opportunity. So I have an opportunity to say funny shit. So all right, let's go. Um, you good, Natasha Johnson? Don't worry about it. But look, they're not going to be able to end all beefs. That's a fact. But that doesn't mean that they can't stir up more problems. Nobody's saying anything about anybody being sacrificed. We're not doing that. We are not doing that, Coles. I don't even know you, but we're not doing that. You might think that. I don't think that. I have no reason to believe that at this point. Appreciate you, Juan Rodriguez. In LA, they don't respect the war and the Jewish. New York cats will always be fooled. In LA, the animosity is still simmering between the surface. Lex, Lex used to be here before. You must have left with the people that hated me. But that's a good comment, by the way. Either which way, good comment. Um, I don't think that there's enough reason to believe that. First of all, do y'all understand? Let's stop everything real quick. Just so I could throw this whole sacrifice thing out the window. Y'all understand how sacrifices work? A person have to have a certain energy that they're giving off, and they have to have a certain amount of acclaim from society for a sacrifice to work. So Pop Smoke, if something like this would have happened to Pop Smoke a couple of months from now, after he would have been a lot bigger, I guess an argument could be made. But I don't think he was big enough right now for somebody to even consider to be doing that to him. With all of that being said, I think that somebody just he's not big enough. Just he's not big enough. I'm one of those people that think sometimes rappers get themselves locked up in jail so they can't get sacrificed. So I'm not saying that I don't believe in the whole sacrifice thing. I'm just saying I think that gets thrown around too easily. That's what I'm saying. Shout out to Robin Lawson Jr. with the $5 drop. He says salute BBN. Appreciate you, my brother. He wasn't big enough nationally to be sacrificed. That's what I'm saying. Who said that? I am the John John. That's what I'm saying. Cerise Sapp says, Jack, thanks for answering my question from last night. And you thought wasn't so bright in regards to do you think it's a blood crip war or okay, one, please, I need to be able to read these comments. I love you, Cerise Sapp, you best. But I need to be able to read these comments. So I need you to either put in punctuation or something. I don't know what to tell you. I can't understand what you're trying to ask me right there. Shout out to Weez the North with the $2 drop. He says R.I.P. Pop Smoke. They probably looking at it like New York gang affiliates. Jay Mills says they probably looking at it like New York gang affiliates are making further than them in the music. We don't know why the man was shot and killed, so let's not jump to conclusions. You know there's gonna be some real fuck shit. Pardon me. You know it's gonna be some real messed up stuff if people find out that they killed the wrong person. Then what? Ricardo Jones says, "I hope it wasn't a hit. Who orders a hit on the 20-year-old?" I'm with you on that one. I don't know what to tell you. When they do a lot of these rituals, there's an argument that's made by a lot of people inside of the conspiracy community that you need to have a certain level of acclaim in order to garner the right type of energy from the masses. So there's that. Shout out to Kindle P. Salute, BB and fam. New, I could tell from your icon. Um, I think dude just needed to move better. Takashi ain't get hurt. Shout out to Treyway. Shout out to Treyway. Shout out to Shotty. Free the Billies. Takashi is alive. And Takashi talk more trash than anybody. And Takashi ain't even black. He was in a genre that is seen as predominantly black genre, talking all the smack to everybody in the world, and he's still alive. So shout out to Treyway, shout out to Shotty, shout out to Harv. Harv and Treyway was his main security. His head, both of them two was head of security at two different points. Shout out to those dudes. Also, shout out to the Shadow Group. The Shadow Group is the real security he had. Shout out to the Shadow Group. Also, those guys is probably some of the best security on the planet, honestly. But shout out to all of them. And I think that that's the way that rappers got to start moving. You either have to stay all the way away from beef, or you got to be tricky as shit. I don't know no other way to say it. Shout out to Natasha Johnson for becoming a bag swinger. Salute. Sincere Jackson says it's not a blood crip war. He was in foreign territory around people who are not his kind. He was too comfortable out of town. Jealousy as far as what he gained over the next. No war, I don't think. That's a good point. Just so we could be clear, just so we could be clear, I don't think that anybody's trying to start a blood or crip war. Somebody asked me about if do I think they're trying to start a East Coast West Coast war. What I said was I don't see an East Coast West Coast war being started here. If anything, it's more likely to somebody trying to create something between the Bloods and the Crips. I am not saying that somebody's trying to create the war. I'm saying if I have to choose between an East Coast West Coast war and a Blood Crip war, I think people are more likely trying to create a Blood Crip war rather than an East Coast West Coast war. That's what I'm saying. I don't think anybody's trying to start a war at all, to be honest with you. Shout out to Nicky Broadway with the $2 drop. He said, I can tell you, Frost, no LA dudes did that to him. Nicky Broadway with the $2 drop says, I could tell you, Frost, no LA dude did that to him. If he would have donated a dub, I would have been a lot more convinced. I'm just saying. The $2 ain't as convincing as a dub would have been. A dub would have been really convincing. He has a lot of conviction behind these words. If you would have donated like 100, I would have totally believed it. I'm just making jokes at this point. Bryant Dixon said coming through 4:30 was an attempt to catch Pop Smoke off guard and unprepared. This was calculated. I'm gonna 100% agree with you, but I think they came through at 4:30 because that's when the party ended. That's it. I think they just waited for the party to end. Period. If the party would have ended at 1:30, they would have been there at 1:30. If the party would have ended at 2:00, they would have been there at 2:00. I think they just came through after the party was over. As soon as the party ended, they pulled up. That's my opinion. Shout out to Vic Star. Vic Star said, Vic Star is saying, become a BBN member and help support the channel. Access the join button from Android, PC, or laptop. Membership only chat, loyalty badges, emojis, and much more. Fire, coffee mug, bag season emoji. Shout out to Vix. I think people should always tap in with the locals. If I'm coming to your town to make money, then I should tap in with the local. I don't understand this whole we I'm coming to your block to make money off of you take the money out of your community and I'm not gonna be friendly with you. Like, I don't understand this. If I'm coming to your town and I'm gonna make money in your town, and it's common practice that we have to make sure that each other's back is watched, because when you come to my town, you're gonna reach out and extend yourself to me. Just make sure that you safe. Make sure that you know what's going on, so that you don't get caught up. So I don't understand this whole we not checking in, we not trying to be friends with y'all type shit. That sounds like a middle finger, to be honest with you. When people is like, we not checking in, we not doing that, we not doing this, that just sounds like a middle finger. Like you just saying, F y'all. We don't care about y'all. Y'all dudes is irrelevant. Shout out to Omar Gray with the $2 drop. He said, won't be surprised if the GDs are involved. Omar Gray, real quick question. Why do you think the GDs are involved? I'm just curious. This is me asking you a question. Sincere Jackson said, you can't eat off my block and haven't done anything for anyone around you here. You just won't. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Sincere Jackson. You get what I'm saying? That's like, it's the same thing. Like, official Trapper Let says, how come white celebrities don't check in? White rappers do check in. What the fuck are you talking about? Part of my language. White rappers do check in. Oh, you don't know that because you are having a conversation about shit you don't know nothing about. Okay, I get it. Don't worry about it. You just in here talking. You don't know nothing about the culture. You just trying to sound smart. What's your name again? Don't kick them. Can we get some short buses? For official Trapolette? Can we get some short buses for this guy? He don't think white rappers is checking in. We're talking about rappers. You the dickhead. Now you're about to get bags. So we talking about rappers. Rappers. That's all we're talking about. Hold on. Let's stop for a minute. I got some funny stuff to say about this idiot. So we're talking about rappers, right? So he's calling me a dickhead because we're talking about rappers. Who are you talking about? Congressmen? What the hell is going on over here? You're like, yo, when white pilots, those dudes that fly planes, when the white pilots pull up, they don't check in. We're talking about rappers. What are you talking about? You see, get him out of here. He got hit with all of his bags. Short bus ass fools. What are you talking about? We're talking about rappers, not any old regular people. We're not even talking about any old regular celebrities. We're talking about rappers. Oh, man, yo. I'm telling you, man. The drugs. Oh, he got hit with all his bags. Don't worry. He about to go get another account and come back and say more stupid shit. I'm telling you right now. The celebrities do check in and with their own networks. That's a fact. Everybody checks in, man. What the fuck is he talking about? The fuck is he talking about? What up, Bree? Bree pulled up. What up, Bree? He said, wait, what? He got hit with his bags and probably didn't even brush his teeth yet. That's a possibility. Everybody checks in, man. That's what I'm trying to explain, but it's not that big of a deal. That's why you want to know the people that get extorted? The people that try not to, like, the people that don't, like, you don't, like, I don't know how to say it, but you can check in without getting extorted, man. Like, what the fuck? Part of my language. What in the hell? Yeah, politicians check in. Politicians check in. When they go to another politician's freaking neck of the woods, you don't think they let the other politicians know they in town? What kind of shit is that? All right, Mickey Broadway says, "I Frost. He affiliated with a certain set that's straight grimy. This how I know it's a fact. So I wouldn't be surprised if one of his own. Wow, I'm not even saying that. We don't know that. We need a lot more stuff happening first before we even gonna get into that." Your life says, Frost, when we travel somewhere, don't we all contact people that we know in the area? Yes! Everyone checks in. What kind of shit is this, yo? That's the shit that killed me when people be talking. All right, Mickey. All right, Mickey. Hope who make a quick recovery. What are you talking about, McGoods? Urban Insight said, gotta check in, bro. Them goons will be outside looking for that come up, like Rico from Belly said. I don't like that shit. That's a fact. You got it. That's why I'm gonna tell you what it is. People are being tricked into thinking that checking in is some sucker shit. They being tricked. They're being tricked. Omar Gray drops with the $5 drop said, Jack, you do know that GDs are fighting the Bloods and Crips in Brooklyn, right? I am not commenting on that, Omar Gray. But I definitely appreciate you pulling up. Yeah, I'm getting too old for this. I'm getting too old for this. Oh, for everybody that don't know, there's some people that say that I look like Danny Glover. So for everybody that don't know, I get accused of looking like Danny Glover. I don't know if I do. I guess I do. What the fuck? But shout out to that. I'm getting too old for this. Shout out to Raphael. I said your name right the other day. I think I'm gonna say it wrong today. Shout out to Raphael Loriano. Loriano. I don't know. I'm just with the $2 drop and the emoji saying, "Hey you." Let's get back to it. Brian Dixon said that should be my next shirt for the merch. All black people don't look. It's black people that are saying I look like Danny Glover. By the way, black people, New York people, so whatever. Shout out to Monica Kendra Whitehead becoming a bag swinger again. Salute. I'm not saying that it's not happening, Omar Gray. I'm saying that this isn't a subject that I have enough information on to discuss at the moment. If you want to tell us more about it, you could put it in the chat. But this isn't a conversation that I could have an extensive. This isn't something I could talk about extensively enough without sounding ignorant. So I can't speak on it because I don't know enough about it. But I didn't talk about hitting you with bags or putting you in a corner or anything else. So you should just let us know and fill us in on what you know. That's it. It's a lot. It happens all the time, my brother. We have a very strong community over here with a lot of smart people that know a lot of shit. Shoot. What's up, Layla Pacino with the $10 drop? Handing me over some of them damn. I was gonna say call what their monies is, but euros. Handing me over some of them damn euros. Police said they don't think it was a robbery. Police don't believe it to be a robbery because the man went into the house. I'm gonna explain the situation again that they're saying that was caught on camera. Basically, right after the party ended around 4:30. Right after the party ended, before they was even able to close up or anything. What up, Shy Murder? Before they was even able to close up or anything. What up, Carmelinda? Before they was even able to close up or anything, 4 to 6 people walked around to the back of the house. When the 4 to 6 people walked around to the back of the house, one of the people, they had masks on, one of the people went in through the back of the house, which the door wasn't locked yet. So they broke into the house from the back of the house. They went into the back of the house. The other people, only one person went inside the back of the house. The other people came back around to the front of the house. After they came around to the front of the house, the person that went in through the back of the house exited through the front door. They left. Oh, that's pounds? Thank you very much. I was about to call them shits francs. So, shout out to that. Shout out to pounds. I don't think anybody said it wasn't a target, CT. I didn't say it. Somebody else might have said it in the chat. I don't know. No, I'm describing to you what the police officer actually said. Hold on. This will make this a lot easier and a lot simpler. Give me 1 second. I'm going to show y'all something. I just seen somewhere that in the comic books, Batman and Catwoman are now going to have a child together. I'm done. Yeah, she pretty as shit. I don't know if she's just pretty or if it's just because she's being silly. So I just think that's dope. I like when pretty girls are silly. Anyway, hold on. Let me find this thing I'm looking for. About 20 to 30 years old. No, only one person was shot. Yes, there are several witnesses. They're being interviewed by homicide detectives now. I know it's early in the investigation, but obviously neighbors are concerned. Is there any indication that this could have been a targeted attack, shooting, or this was a random home invasion? That's a really good question that we just don't know yet. Again, we're just starting to interview folks. I know this is very preliminary. Yes, at least one of the suspects was wearing a black mask when they entered the house. How many suspects do you believe there were? There are varying reports between 2 and 6. So depending on which version is correct, it's between 2 and 6. And how many people were inside the home? I don't know. I think someone just asked that. Yes. Do you believe the robbery is wrong? He appeared to be about 20 to 30 years old. Okay, so the information I'm giving you is coming from the police. So if people want to say I'm wrong, you can say I'm wrong. I mean, whatever. Ain't shit I can do about that. But the information, why is there anything in this bag? Hold on 1 second. I just have a bag with water in it. Shout out to that. Let me put this in the refrigerator. Be right back. Check this out real quick. Sorry about that. I just had a bag sitting around with water in it. But yeah, so the information I'm giving y'all mostly is coming from the police, right? That's how most of the information I'm giving you is coming from. Not random. They knew Pop was there. He's the target. I don't think it was random either. They saying that the individual walked into the house, nobody else was home or shot, nothing was stolen. He was the only one that was shot and killed. So you have to think that there's a good chance that it was the target. The Instagram thought possibly unlocked the back. Once again, let me explain something to y'all. The party had just ended. They didn't even have time to turn on the security. They didn't even have time to lock the doors. The party had just ended. I don't know if I don't know about the police saying that. I have to see the police say that before I say that. I've seen I actually don't have a problem with JT. I like his content. I like what he's doing over there on this channel. But I didn't hear that yet. I'm not gonna report it just because I heard another YouTube content creator say it. If I do speak on it, I'll say that that's what they're saying. I wouldn't be saying that it's fact. So I didn't hear that. Okay, so his address being put on social media is what everybody is concerned about, but I'm more concerned about the fact that he had a party with a lot of people that he didn't even know. There's this new thing that celebrities do when they just pull up to a town and they be like, yo, we having a party at this particular place, everybody pull up. That's cool when you're saying you having a party at a club. That's cool when you're saying that you having a party at a bowling alley. But when you saying pull up to the crib that I'm gonna be sleeping in tonight, that's just different. Like I don't think that that's a good idea. Scholar the Prophet said you can't want a gangster reputation and throw big parties out of town. The two don't mix. Um, I'm gonna agree. I think that they waited for the party to be over, and then that's when the attack took place. That's what I think. I think they waited for the party to be over, and that's about the time that the attack took place. That's what I believe. Period. It was a house he was renting. The house actually belongs to one of the real housewives of, I guess, Hollywood. Ah, yeah, the house actually belongs to one of the real housewives of Hollywood, or whatever the case is. That wasn't his house. But I don't care. If I'm having a, if I'm staying in a hotel, I'm not throwing a party in the room I'm gonna sleep in. That's how serious I take it. But then again, I'm not a person that needs to be popular. I mean, the proof of that is you see how many people I hit with bags. I don't need to be popular. I don't need people to think that I'm the shit. That don't do nothing for me. I'm just a different breed. Other people's self esteem is attached to what other people think about them. Mine isn't. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. That's it. Thank you. Thank you, Telly Mellencamp. I don't watch none of them Real Housewives shit, so I don't know none of that stuff. Um, well, I think the police is gonna. I think this is something. This is one of those cases the police is gonna solve. Myself, this is not pop. People just putting lies up on the internet like crazy. This shit is crazy. This is not Pop Smoke situation. This is no way in the. Whoever just sent this to me, stop capping. I'm not showing this shit online. This is fake. Whoever just sent that to me, I'm blocking you. Don't send me this shit. You know what? I'm gonna take into consideration that you might just not know. I'm not gonna block you. You don't look like a sucker. You just look like you might have just been tricked. You might have just been tricked. All right. I'm looking at I'm not gonna lie, when people send me bullshit, I look to see if they look like they a sucker, like they just do sucker shit. You just might be confused. That's not the Pop Smoke shit. Whoever sent that to you, and you sent me two fine shorties, so you know that's a win. One is probably your wife, and the other one's your daughter, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, this your second day here, Dream Faith. I hope you like it. Um, your life says Pop Smoke brother said things will come to light, so I think it will get solved too. I think it's gonna get solved. Look, at the end of the day, right? I think that I'm gonna tell you the two. I'm gonna tell you the mistakes that the people made right now. I'm gonna tell you the mistakes that the people made. One, they took no jewelry whatsoever. That was the number one mistake. I'm gonna explain to you why that was the number one mistake. Because they took no jewelry or nothing else, that means that the police is not gonna they're not gonna look at this as a robbery at all. Whenever you go murders, I don't want to help people get away with crimes. They didn't take any jewelry, so that's proof that it was not that it was targeted. He was that makes it seem like he was targeted. So that's immediately gonna make the police not look at people who might have wanted to rob him. All right, so that's one thing. The second mistake that they made was whoever was DMing with the IG model. That was a big mistake. That was another mistake. These are the reasons why I think they're gonna find it out. Another mistake that they made was when the person went into the house, only one person went into the house, everybody else walked around to the front of the house. You understand what I'm saying? So that also makes it seem like it was a targeted attack. Only one person went inside. If you're trying to rob a house, everybody is going to go inside, right? So we could pick up and grab as much shit as possible, right? If you're going in the house and you're going to extort somebody or you're going to try to do some other shit, you still need numbers to, keep people scared, back people down, whatever the case is. If you're just sending one person into the house, it does seem like you're just sending that one person into the house to do one job, right? Does that make sense? So that's the reasons why I think that they're gonna. And there's a couple of others, but I don't want to help people commit crimes. I don't want to help people get away with murder. So definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, I think that they're gonna find the people who did this. I think that the Casanova. Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all something personally, the Casanova Pop Smoke beef. I heard from one person it wasn't real at all, and that's the reason why they squashed it so quickly. It wasn't a real beef. So please stop bringing up Casanova's name until the police or somebody else bring up Casanova's name. Stop bringing his name up. As far as I know, the beef was not real. Casanova's in a really weird spot right now where he has a lot of acclaim. We know what Casanova's about, but at the same time, he can give people clout. Beefing with Casanova is going to give you clout. So you could beef with Casanova for a couple of weeks, a month or two, and you could swash the beef and you got clout. You understand what I'm saying? That's a whole fact. See, the reason why people trying to get clout off me, it don't work for them, is because they're saying and doing shit from me that you can't come back from. You saying and doing shit to me, saying and doing shit to me that we can't be cool, because I'm a different breed of person. I don't clout chase. I really don't. You can listen to whoever you want, but I really don't clout chase. So when you come and you clout chase me, I am gonna take that personal. I am gonna never fuck with you. When you come and you talk about my family or talk about like weirdo shit or just lie on me, I am gonna just not fuck with you. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's my energy. Shout out to Patrick M43 with the 4.99 drop. He says, I think his death is linked to the Albanian man and the Rolls Royce. The police have motive because that's the only beef he had in LA. Casanova, Black Power Cross says Casanova's hanging out at Rock Nation parties. That boy ain't worried about Pop Smoke. He's not. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That wasn't a real beef. He was just helping out his fellow Brooklynite, helping him get a little bit more visibility. You understand? That's all. That's all. A lot of these beefs ain't real, man. A lot of these beefs ain't real. Ain't real. So you're saying it was some Albanian dude, so it was probably some billionaire or millionaire, right? It's probably a billionaire. There's a good chance he could have been a billionaire. That's what you're trying to say? Some Albanian, rich Albanian guy, there's a good chance he was a billionaire. I think that he would have did a better job on doing a hit than what they did. Okay? Um, well, people wanted clout back in the day. People wanted to be sweated, right? People wanted to be fly, right? That's basically all having clout is being fly and having people sweat you. I never wanted people sweating me, and I never cared about being fly. So I don't really care about clout. All I'm saying is they said one person went into the house. This is a developing story. This information might be different as of 40 minutes from now. They might be telling us something different. That's what happened to Little Fat. Who's Little Fat? They have an Albanian mob in LA. That man could pay pros to get it. That exactly. That's the point in which I'm making. You telling me a billionaire pay some dudes to do a job that sloppy? I just can't see it. He got money. He could have just had somebody really just roll up to him at a stoplight. This is LA. He could have just had somebody roll up on them at a stoplight and dump into the car. That's it. Right at the spot, dump right on the car. Bang, 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 bang. Like that. That's all they had to do. So they're saying that the ones that walked around to the front of the house went in the front of the house? Because I've heard a different story, but like I said, it's a developing story. That might be what happened. I found out more information today. I'm going to drop another video. But if the hit looks too professional, he could tell on himself. But you want the hit to look professional enough that the people can't find out who pulled the hit. That's my point. I believe they said the intruders had masks on, and I'm assuming they had gloves on. They didn't take no jewelry. It was obvious that this was not a robbery, in my opinion. I don't know what it was, and I'm not saying it is anything. Ben Roman says, I'm leaning towards someone in the house that left the back door open unless they kicked it in. Once again, the party had just ended. So we're in a house. There's a party going on. None of the doors are going to be locked. The back door isn't going to be locked. The front door isn't going to be locked. No doors is going to be locked. They just didn't have time to go lock the door because the party just ended. Now, at the end of a party, how many people high, drunk, and everything else? They high, drunk. They probably done been sexing, tired, everything else, or all types of different drugs. They didn't get to the back door to lock it. I don't know what to tell you. King Shakur says it was made to look like a robbery. It was not made to look like a robbery, King Shakur. Nothing was taken, and they didn't even attempt to take anything. At least that's what the police are reporting currently. That nothing was taken, and in addition to nothing being taken, they didn't even attempt to take anything. So I don't know who said that. We're not kicking him. I just want to know who said that. So next time he comment. So King Shakur, um, no, there was nobody took anything. How was it a robbery? Please, King Shakur, ask me how it wasn't a robbery or even an attempted robbery if they didn't even attempt to take anything. Can you please explain this to me? I'm just curious. The 911 call came from out of state because the individual, I believe probably his brother, the first thing he did was probably call his mother Somebody break in the house and kill your relative and y'all out of town. What's the first thing you're gonna probably do? The first thing you're gonna probably do is call a loved one. Yo, what happened? I don't know what to do. He ain't know what to do. He called somebody that knew what to do. The person that knew what to do was probably a relative in New York City. The relative in New York City, while he was describing what was going on, somebody else probably immediately called the freaking the police while he was on the phone crying or doing whatever he was doing. He just lost his brother. If you want to make it look like a robbery, you probably want to grab the jewelry. That's a whole fact, and that's my point. Yeah, but Michael Bell, I hear what you're saying. Have you ever been with somebody that was shot, Michael Bell? I don't know your life, but I've been with somebody that was shot before, right? A lot of people think they know what they would do. You don't know what you would do. So everybody be like F12, but then be like Mike Lowry on social media. Blue Attitude Love Lady says they got the call from the dogs from Brooklyn to take him out for a couple of things that he did in Brooklyn. Some Bloods office Brooklyn didn't like the dirt he did in Brooklyn. Okay, so that's what you're saying, Blue Attitude. Well, I'm not gonna say that, but I will allow for you to say that on the channel. But I'm not gonna say that. I need more. I need more, but I will allow for you to speak about it on the channel. When you in pen, I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell you our story real quick. Um, this is why I say people say they think they know what they're gonna do when somebody gets shot that you with. You don't know what you're gonna do. I was at a party, so me and my friend was at a party, right? Me and all of my friends was at a party. It was a ton of us. It's a long story, even leading up to this part of the story, but I'm gonna leave the whole other story out because this is the only part that's important. My homeboy was trying to get into a fight with somebody, like, because he's just, I don't know what the fuck was going on with him. When he was trying to get into the fight with the person, those people left the party because they thought they was going to get rushed. And we was like about 40, 50 of us, probably even more of that of us, and it was only like 5 of them. So they ran out the building and they left the building. While we were busy arguing with the DJ that was trying to kick us out, the DJ came out. The dude that was DJing, the dude came out with the hammer and everything, like, yo, everybody out. We looked at him, we was like, you don't got enough. We was laughing at this dude, like, you ain't got enough bullets to shoot all of us, man. Get the fuck out of here and go turn the music on. Pardon me. um, my cousin that was with me, we was laughing. Me and my cousin was standing right next to each other. I don't want to call his name. I'll let him tell the story one day if he come on. He was standing, we was both like we was like pushing the guy with the gun, like, get back there. Well, my cousin was, I wasn't. He was pushing the guy with the gun, like, go back there and turn the music back on. We ain't going nowhere. So what ends up happening is my homeboy ran out to go chase after the dudes that he wanted to scrap with. I don't know why he wanted to fight the dude. The dude was a little kid. I ran after him. When we get downstairs, dude pulls out the gun and he shoot. Bang! When he shoot, he hit my homie. He didn't hit me, but the sparks, you can see the sparks from the bullets was jumping up at my feet. He had a handgun. He only had like 6 shots in it. So he fired. He hit my homie. My homie ran down the block. I'm telling you, you don't know what you're gonna do when somebody gets shot. My homie got shot right here in the side. I picked that dude up. This dude is a football player, by the way. He outweighed me by about 20, 30 pounds. I picked homie up. I carried him like 3 blocks towards the hospital. There was a point where I just couldn't make it to the hospital. We had to flag somebody down. We flagged down a taxi, and the taxi called the police for us, but called the EMS for us. But we didn't even think about calling police. We was busy thinking about well, we wasn't thinking about snitching on the dude. We was just thinking about getting my man to the hospital so he can get fixed. We wasn't thinking about telling on him. So we're not thinking about calling police. So the fact that dude didn't call the police don't mean nothing to me. Might it mean something? Maybe, but I need more context. You could think about it however you want to think about it, but I personally need more context. Yeah, when that fight or flight kick in, that's a whole fact. Yo, could we get more likes down there? Because we got a shitload of dislikes. Could we get we got almost 400 people in here. Could we get that likes up to like 200? Could y'all help me out over here? Yeah, people, you don't know what you're gonna do. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the shit that killed me when people be in some and they be swearing up and down. You would have did this, you would have did that. You don't know what you're gonna do. You don't know what you're gonna do when somebody turn to you and you could look down the damn barrel and then they start firing. You don't know what the fuck you're gonna do. So please, part of my language, just please stop with all of this. I would have did this. I would have did that. I would have did that. Unless you got a situation that you've actually been in, you can't tell me you would have did anything. I've been shot at numerous times. All of these stories that people be having about what they would have did, what they should have did, all of this other stuff. I'm not thinking about none of that when it's happening. None of that. You ain't thinking about none of that. I'm telling you. But I mean, whatever, man. Whatever you want to try to tell the universe, it's on you. But believe me, you're not thinking about none of that. First of all, you in shock. Like when you like the first like when that shit happened, you in shock initially. I put a chain and you talking to a man, by the way, that put a chainsaw through my own leg by accident and then went to work the next day. Before anybody start talking too crazy in here. Like you can't like I've been through wars. I put a chainsaw through my leg right here by accident. Went to work the next day. The next day. They sent me home, by the way. They said I couldn't work like that. But I went there, and I was arguing with them. They was trying to send me home. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't think anybody would have been running down on Treyway. The only people running down on Treyway is Treyway. Yo, hold on. Time out. Time out. Time out. Time out. Has anybody else ever ran down on Treyway other than Treyway? Because we keep hearing I was in court. I'm gonna tell you some really funny shit real quick. Real funny shit real quick. I'm in court, right? And I keep hearing about all of these beefs Treyway got. And Treyway, all the Treyway beefs was with Treyway. Like nobody else was messing with these dudes. Like, so if you can't like I think they had like one little beef with the Casanova two Casanova. Nope, that wasn't even Treyway, was that? Yeah, they had the beef with Casanova 2 times, and then that shit got ended because Treyway was running through the street shooting at everybody. The feds ran down on Treyway. That's it. They had the beef with Casanova 2 times in whatever community he might be a part of. I'm not gonna call it out. I want to, but I don't know any of them, so I don't know if they would want this type of I don't know if they will want this type. I know a couple of them, but I haven't spoken to them. I don't know if they will want this type of publicity towards them. But the point being is, besides the people that mess around with Casanova 2 times, I don't know anybody besides the feds that even was trying to run down on Treyway other than Treyway themselves. That's it. The original point was if someone do y'all remember when Snow Billy got shot? Snow Billy didn't call the police. Snow Billy got shot in the head and ain't call the police. So please stop thinking that people get shot and the first thing they do is think about calling the police. You want me to give you another example, Big Facts? Or this is just gonna be me just giving examples of people being in unfamiliar situations and not acting the way people are thinking that they should act in hindsight. Because hindsight is 2020, by the way. Oh, you're speaking for yourself. Copy, Big Facts. Yeah, don't be saying, I'm gonna put you on blast. Yeah, so people not thinking. So like, I don't see no reason why non-trade wouldn't exist. Why wouldn't non-trade exist? What are you talking about? Very first thing you think about is survival. That's a whole fact. And the point I was trying to make is Unless you've actually been in a situation where you've been shot or you've been with somebody who's been shot, you don't really know how you're gonna respond, man. I don't know how to explain that enough to you. Like after the situation, I thought of a million things I could have did that would have been better than what I actually did. The government says that N.O.R.E is the biggest East Coast set blood set. I can guarantee you that every single N.O.R.E member is not locked up. And that's another reason why I tell the story about the chainsaw, because when I cut myself with the chainsaw, I got more focused. When I cut myself with the chainsaw, I got more focused. Do y'all know who N.O.R.E is? We can't have this conversation if you don't know who the N.O.R.Es are, King Shakur. So you don't know about gang stuff, so I can't have this conversation with you. So I'm just gonna leave it alone because I'm just reading a comment right there. So obviously you just don't know, but that's okay. But that you just don't know. I'm not gonna have this conversation because I'm not gonna have this conversation. I don't know what else to tell you. There's tons of gang people online on YouTube. You can go to one of their channels. You can ask them. They'll be able to explain themselves. Explain it much better. Oh, Tori Mosley said, I'm from Texas, Frost. I don't know what's going on up there. We're here to learn. And I'm telling you what I can tell you. N.O.R.E is the biggest. If you listen to what the United States government says, N.O.R.E is the biggest blood set on the East Coast. Or the biggest, if you listen to what the government says. I'm not saying that. So for everybody that wants that to be a known thing, you could be like, yeah. And for everybody that prefer for it not to be known, well, that's what the government is saying. The biggest East Coast UBN set, N.O.R.E. N.O.R.E was the first blood set on the East Coast. That's a fact. That's why they call it N.O.R.E. It was started in 1993 in the New York prison systems, I believe, on Rikers Island. All right, so King Shakur says I'm Pyru. I know about gang culture, just not sure about the numbers in N.O.R.E. Cool. All right, that's respectable. Salute to Pyru. Salute to y'all brothers out there doing whatever y'all doing. Courteous King says our culture glorifies the street shit more than any other. Agreed. No, I disagree. We're creating monsters. It's sad when our young brothers getting gunned down in the streets, but sadly it won't start. R.I.P. Pop. Um, I don't think our culture glorifies it more than anybody else. It's just that a larger percentage of our culture glorifies it than any other. A larger percentage of our demographic of our people glorify it than any other. But there's more white people that glorify it than black people. It's just that there's so much more white people that it's a smaller percentage of them than it is of us that do it. You understand what I'm saying? A larger percentage of our demographic, of our race of people, of our people do it than of their people, but it's still more of them doing it. You understand what I'm saying? The proof of that is you can't really blow unless you have the white audience. We're not doing that. We are not banging Deshaun Ragsdale. We are not banging against up every organization is welcome in the BBN chat. We ain't doing that, Deshaun Ragsdale. Black Cuddy says the 911 tape will come out probably next week. Maybe. We'll see what happens. 9 times out of 10, they're not going to allow any of that stuff to come out until they've gotten, until they've used it in a manner that it coming out doesn't hurt them from being able to do their investigation. Are you saying South Dallas with an F to be funny? Because I can't say TH well. If you are, that is funny, by the way. Oh, you wasn't trying to bang? Thank you. I just want to make that clear. I like when I see some of the people that actually watch the show. Y'all guys are dope. I appreciate y'all. Yes, there is a difference between Pyro and Blood. Casanova was not shook. That wasn't a real beef. The whole Casanova Pop Smoke beef was not real. It was not real. That was for the gram. It was not real. It wasn't real. So please don't nobody try to say put. Please don't nobody try to put Casanova into this, unless something comes out, and I don't see any reason why anything should come out. Casanova don't have anything to do with this. So please, could we just not try to put Casanova in this mess? Casanova's out there living his best life. Fuck. I'm letting you know right now, I couldn't be a gangster rapper because once I make the first gangster rap album and I blow, I'm not doing gangster rap no more because I don't want to get in trouble with the police. I don't want other rappers to be trying to think about killing me. I'm not doing it no more. And I'm gonna come straight out and say, look, I made all my money. I'm not doing gangster rap no more. We doing different type of rap. You better like it. If you don't like it, whatever, nigga. Part of my language. But that's the type of energy I'm gonna be on. I got a family. I don't want people breaking into my house. I don't want people shooting at us in traffic. No, the IG model theory is not on hold. She's still apparently somehow involved in this. I do not think they need to put the death penalty on all murder. I think that there are crimes that people commit that's worse than murder. I think murder hurts the people who are left behind more than it hurts the actual person who was murdered. They're not here no more. Rape destroys the life of the person who was raped, destroys the life of the people around the person who was raped, hurts the life of whatever future people that they try to be in relationships with. So as terrible as murder is, and it's absolutely terrible, and we need to stop murdering, there are crimes that can be argued that have a longer lasting and worse effect on the community than murder. So we're gonna kill all the murderers. What are we gonna do to the rapists and the child molesters? What are we gonna do to them? We're gonna torture them for like 10 years and then kill them? Jessica says facts. You kill the person that the person was, and you kill the person that the person was gonna grow into be. Not just who the person was. You kill the person that they were growing into. Let's not be prisoners of the moment, y'all. Stop being a prisoner of the moment. The police is gonna do an investigation. We're gonna step out of their way, allow for them to do their investigation, and then we're gonna talk about the things in which they find out, and we're gonna hold the police, and we're gonna hold the freaking I wish I could get out there to whenever they arrest these people and they start going to court. I wish I could be in the courtroom. I fucking wish I could be in the courtroom when whoever they arrest and they start. I hope I'm at a point in my career on this YouTube shit where I could be able to jump on a damn plane and stay over there for a couple of weeks and go to court and report on this. Everybody go to SoundCloud. 6ix9ine has posted a new track. Go to SoundCloud after the chat. 6ix9ine has posted a new track on SoundCloud. Just for everybody to know, 6ix9ine has posted a new track on SoundCloud. And Batman has gotten Catwoman pregnant. So tons of shit is happening today. Urban Life says, Frost, you the man. I appreciate it. I guess we all are, though. A lot of people these days don't understand patience and progress in the process. That's a fact. Life 7 got... Yo, Life 7, we try not to use the N word. So we want you to post, but we want to sound... We don't want to... You know, some kids watch this sometime. I got to clean up my language also. Your Life said, Frost, you need to set up a team in a few cities. That's a whole fact. Bree Power with the $10 drop says, real, recognize real. Appreciate you, baby girl. Yo, that new Juice Santana is fire. I'm telling y'all about the 6ix9ine shit because it just came up. So I'm trying to put y'all on the 6ix9ine shit. And it's going to be crazy if y'all go check out the new 6ix9ine shit and the shit is in fuego. Then what are you going to do? But yo, that new Juice Santana, that 23 and 1, that shit is fire. Go check that shit out too. That's a whole fact. I'm cursing like hell right now. Go check out that new Juice Santana. That's a whole fact. First of all, somebody said Batman getting poom poom. Batman is smashing everything. Batman has been smashing everything. What are you talking about? That's Batman. Even his uh-oh. James S drops $10.01. I think the petty wars is starting. I think the petty wars. I think the petty wars is starting. First, Bree Powell drops $10, and then James S drops $10 and 1 cent. And James S says, petty. Shout out to James S for the donation. Petty wars. So basically, wait, what was we talking about before I went off into that other thing? Talking about petty wars. Oh yeah, so basically, wait, Douglas Samuel said, but you got to check in or the other YouTubers won't like it. You think that if I don't go to Cali, I'm not going to try to hit up somebody like 22 Jumper, be like, yo, what up? I mean, he can't give me no protection. But you don't think I'm going to hit him up and be like, yo, what up, 22? I don't even know what to call him. Is it Jumper 22 or 20? I don't know what his name is, but I know what his name is. I'm just fucking around. You don't think I'm gonna fly out to somewhere? I'm gonna hit homie up like, yo, what's good? Yeah, I don't even got his number. Anyway, I'm just saying shit at this point. What up, Mickey Broadway with the $2 drop? He said they're gonna make new laws like Giuliani with Rico. Hold on, can we take a break real quick? Did anybody see what happened to Giuliani the last night on the debates? Did anybody see what happened to Giuliani last night on the debates? First, I want you to understand that the lady that eviscerated him also called him Mayor Giuliani. So everybody still sees Giuliani as Mayor Giuliani. Shout out to that at least. Wildfire Vodka said, if you come to LA, we got you, fam. Salute. Appreciate that. And it's Blueberg with the E, not with the U. I have the Loki Schmooler thing. I want to put that up, and we also want to talk about Blueface. But yo, Bloomberg got ripped to pieces. Liz Warren ripped to pieces. Whoever votes for Bloomberg it just don't know nothing. That's all I can say. Bloomberg just whoever votes for Bloomberg want bad shit to happen to black people. I don't know what to tell you. Black people and all other minorities. He's really bad, man. I'm not even being funny. He's really bad. Some of the shit he did when he was the president. I mean, when he was the mayor here. Okay, let's check out the Loki Schmooler thing that dude talked about academic shit's posting.
Chitty chitty bang bang, niggas don't get straight on the set. Yo, Blueface, yo, cuz, check it. Listen here, Lo. Why every time something happen to one of the rips, you got something to say, cuz? You always, like, negative with the shit. Like, you don't never just say heart to heart to the homeboys or I send my respects. You always gotta say some slick shit, cuz. Like, I could tell nobody never punched me in your mouth for the shit you be talking about. Cause niggas on my side that bang this shit, nigga, get straight, nigga, August 23rd. Nigga, we go at each other for saying shit that you be saying. So I know none of your homies ain't G-checking you. Like, you come to New York, bro, you owe an apology to the Rips, nigga. That's a fact, nigga. You owe apology to everybody that claimed Crip on the East Coast, nigga. Get straight or get left, nigga. August 23rd, nigga. Bang, bang, nigga.
All right, so real quick, I'm gonna let y'all see what Blueface said for everybody that don't know why he's talking to Blueface this way. First thing I want to say is I don't think Blueface sends out his own tweets. Most rappers and celebrities or whatever the case is, people of influence, they don't do their own tweeting. They don't do their own IG work. There's somebody who that's their job, probably like a committee. I think the people who send out Blueface's posts are the same people who do Whack 100 shit. That's why if you notice, Whack 100 stuff is always disrespectful. And if you really pay attention to the ones that Blueface send out that just be borderline, it sounds like definitely like shit Whack 100 to say. So hold on one second. Let's get to this right here real quick. I think I'm gonna tell you what Whack 100 does. Whack 100 tweets be like this. Whack 100 will put like a tweet or something out there, and he won't be wrong, but he'll say it in a really effed up way. What's the question, Mickey? He won't Whack 100 won't be wrong, but he'll just say it like in a way that we can't digest it. You understand what I'm saying? Like he'll say something and it'll just be in a way that you just like, come on, man, Whack. Nobody can't get behind that shit. God dang it. I just love women when they got their hair like that. I just absolutely love that. That is just I love that hairdo. That is like my favorite hairdo that a woman could wear. She's fine, by the way, but that's like my favorite hairdo that a woman could wear, hands down. Oh shit! I'm supposed to be looking for something else, right? Okay. Blueface, right? We going for Blueface. Blueface bleed him. All right, so I can't find the initial post Blueface put up. But I do have this one that I'm going to show you what he says. I reposted it. I do got this one that he says. Okay, so hold on. So, like I'm telling you, this is the problem that Blueface has. I'm telling you right now what the problem Blueface has. Blueface says shit, right? He has the same problem that Whack 100 says. Blueface says shit. And then when Blueface says shit, he's saying something that he's not wrong. But he's saying it in a manner that we just can't accept it because it's so harsh. You understand what I'm saying? He's saying it in a manner that just cannot be accepted. So this is what Blueface just recently put up after he put up the initial one that Loki Smoola um replied to. This is the one that he just recently just put up right now. I'm gonna read it to you real quick. He says, my real point is LA is fake. And if you're not from here, you open to more risk. Every place has its own way that the jungle operates. And if you're a lion, you will never survive in the ocean without knowing any fish. Just giving the next artist some game. Tired of watching kings get killed by pawns. And this is what I want to say. He is 100% right. I don't think I've ever seen Blueface put up a post that was more correct or more on point than that one. He is 100% right. It don't matter how you are in your own element. When you leave out of your element, you need something in that new element to allow for you to be able to. It's in your best interest to have somebody in the new element to introduce you to that new element so everything goes well. That's the real Blueface saying this. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That was the real Blueface. When you hear him talking crazy, those are the people that work for Whack 100 on his IG. That right there, I think that was the real Blueface. Whatever that other shit was the people I think be sending out this other, because it sounds just like Whack 100. I don't know what to tell you. Facts. That's what I said yesterday when I seen that. People are taking it wrong because us that know pop are mourning and hurt. Oh, you went and checked it out? And you said it's just a throwaway verse, but it's fire. Copy. Um, so somebody said Tory Mosey said he went and checked out the 6ix9ine song Scum. He said it's a throwaway verse, but it's fire. Does 6ix9ine have a thing where all of his songs have to just be one name, one word? Like all of his songs have to sound like a movie? Wait, are most songs named one word? No, most songs have more than one word in the name, right? I'm so confused. Um, so he said it's fire. So go check it out if you like 6ix9ine stuff. That's all I can say. Or if you just don't want to check it out because of his court situation, don't check it out. He has a new 6ix9ine has a new jump off on a new song on Shorty got a body though. That's a whole fact. Wait, what am I doing? I just realized that the shorty that I say got a body and that's a whole fact is probably watching me right now. Whoops. And then that didn't help because I went like this, like I was doing the breast thing when I said whoops. So we're just gonna leave that topic alone. Anyway, 6ix9ine dropped a new song on SoundCloud today. Somebody said the name of it is Scum. They also said it's fire. Go check it out. Whack 100 called academics this morning to warn him about interviewing Birdman on Everyday Struggle today. He said, "Don't pull a Charlemagne." Oh, because Ack was talking about that today too. Ack went live this morning. I was in there for like 2 seconds. Why is he saying don't? Oh, because Charlemagne did that shit where Birdman wanted to put hands on Charlemagne and them. He was so pissed at them. Yeah, I think that he could get to academics. Like there's nothing between anyone. I don't think he's gonna do anything to piss off Birdman though. Academics ain't that type, man. He's a smart guy. Academics is a smart guy. He's not that type. I might say some out of the way shit, but academics isn't gonna say some out of the way shit. I might say some slick shit. All three of you. All three of us. What you mean, oak or sandalwood? Um, I don't know if Nicki's Birdman artist. I don't remember. um I don't know, but also remember that was one of the best. That was one of the most watched interviews. So academics might do some weirdo shit. I don't know, man. I just don't see Ak ain't on that time, man. He just gonna go do his job and pull up. Yeah, we talked about we the show's 1 hour and 43 minutes in. Did you think the whole entire 1 hour? Did you think the whole entire time that we was gonna be on Jim Brown, the only thing we was ever gonna talk about was Pop Smoke? We weren't gonna organically talk about anything else, and we don't say fuck people. If you say that again, Jim Brown, we're just gonna kick you. We don't got time for that. Nobody got time for that. Are you finished? Are we done? Hey, what's the difference? we're done, but we're not finished. What are you talking about? Yes, Jim Brown, you came in here and I gave you back some of that same energy you came in here with. So be easy. If you want to know, you can literally just go back to the beginning of the video. By the way, we talked a lot about Pop Smoke. We stopped talking about Pop Smoke for 2 minutes, and you came in here with the shits. And then now you upset because I gave you back the same type of energy you was giving me. Nah, you right. It's all Jack Frost fault. You talking about? Y'all want to see the who want to see the kick list? Who want to see the people in the graveyard? If we get the likes, we got 300 people in here. If we get these likes up to 200, I'll show y'all the graveyard. You mean don't kick people? I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. Hold on, hold on. I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. For the guy that said don't kick people, right? For the guy that said don't kick people, right? We have merch. We sell merch on this channel that revolves around the fact that we will kick you. We sell merch that revolves around the fact we sell merch. Not that we have merch. We don't have merch. We sell merch that revolves around the fact that we will kick people. If we get those likes up to 200, I'll show y'all the graveyard. They can still watch the show. They just can't comment. Yeah, that whole star situation is way too much. I think that's way, way too much. Way too much. Yes, come on. Look, we have merch based around the fact that we will kick you dead out of the chat. That's what are you talking about? Don't kick people. Wait, let me make sure I got this shit holding this right. What do you mean don't kick people? What do you mean? That's our business model. Our business model revolves around only a few are called. What do you mean have merch but don't have merch symbolism? Explain that. I say my platform is different than academics. Just different. We just doing different stuff over here. Evil Eye says you must be new. BBN hit you dead in the face with your bags. That's a fact. Anyway, let's get back to the show. We got to pull up out of here in a minute anyway. I like Act. I think he just does. He's just different. I think if I'm gonna tell you what would be dope, and we are culture. That's a fact. Don't let nobody tell you different. And yes, those are Martin Luther King's eyes. And yes, that is the newspaper on the day Martin Luther King was assassinated. That is the newspaper article about when Martin Luther King was assassinated. We woke over here. That's what I'm doing. I don't know what the other people are doing. Later, Vix. Enjoy your day. Can we all wave by the Vix? Can we all wave by the Vix? We love Vix. Let's wave by to her. Why would be the reason to post that if... Could somebody post the link to the merch, please? It's Teesprings. Somebody could post it. It's in the link is in the comment. Link is in the description. Somebody post the link, please. Somebody ask for the link. And only a couple of people was waving by the Vix. I'm gonna remember everybody's name that did not want to wave by the Vix. I'm gonna remember y'all. I'm like, hey, remember that person was in the chat that day and they didn't want to wave by the Vix? Eh. Anyway, we do gotta pull up out of here. Y'all want to talk about the Star Brim Cardi B thing before we pull up? Before we leave? He was way too comfortable. Ah. Yes, we don't allow fake BBN pages over here. So we just hit a fake page in the face with their bags. All right, so as everybody know, Cardi B is currently going to court because what happened was there was these two strippers that allegedly had sex with... It ain't even allegedly at this point because homeboy admitted to it. So there was these two strippers that had sex with Cardi B's husband. Cardi B did not like it. What the government is saying is, no, we're not going to take a whole nother hour with Cardi B. What the government is saying is that this is what the government is saying. The government is saying that Cardi B reached out to a 5'9" brim by the name of Star Brim. Star Brim was locked up in jail. Reached out to Star Brim, and when they reached out to Star Brim, asked that the two girls get beat up. The two girls were then assaulted. The assault was captured on film, on camera, on his camera phone. The phone was then showed to either Star Brim or Cardi B, and it was deemed that the attack was not violent enough. Therefore, the two was attacked again. So now Cardi B is going to court for having these two women attacked. The, the, the government is saying she had the two women attacked. The government is also saying that Cardi B paid Star Brim or somebody to have these women attacked. Now, with all of that being said, we also have to take into consideration that Cardi B, pardon me, that Star Brim and Cardi B are close friends that are on the internet all the time. All right, so they on the internet, they're close friends, they work with each other for whatever the case might be. They're saying that Star Brim is the top female on the street right now. She's a godmother, and they're also saying that Cardi B is using Star Brim to have this assault on these girls. Now, this is the point that I'm trying to say. Right now, Cardi B is going to court for this assault. This assault is also in the 5'9" Brim RICO case. Maybe we need some people that know more about the law than I do to explain what's going on here to me. I'm not sure if it was a call over the jail line, but the police is saying that Star Brim was contacted in prison and told this information. So I'm under the belief that they have a way to prove that in court. I'm not sure how they're gonna prove it in court. But I'm under the belief that the police at this point have a way that they feel confident that they could prove that Cardi B contacted Star Brim in prison, and then after contacting Star Brim in prison, then commissioned her to attack these girls, and that happened apparently twice, and then Star Brim or someone else was paid. Also, free tax stone. That's a whole fact. I know there's people that's gonna be upset that I said that, but tax stone was in a very, very difficult position. Focus Sports says, "Do you think they'll turn Cardi B state charges into Fed charges under this RICO case?" I think that's 100% possible, but I don't think the feds need Cardi B. The feds don't need Cardi B. All right, the feds might want Star Brim to snitch. They might be trying to use the fact that she's about to give birth as leverage. The reason why I believe that they're letting her stay out before she give birth, one of the reasons, besides just being humane, one of the reasons might be they might really want her to give birth and think that right when she gives birth, all those hormones and everything else is going to be flooding her system, and then might be able to convince her to turn evidence. I think that they might be trying to hold Cardi B over Star Brim's head also in order to try to convince her to turn evidence. Free the non-law breaker, I agree. I'm not saying free tax stone because I'm saying free tax stone. I'm saying free tax stone because I'm trying to show support for the fact that he's one. I notice I do not say free Kodak Black. Tax stone was in a really precarious situation. No, I don't think either one of them is going to talk to the police. Have you seen these chicks? I don't think neither one of them is going to talk to the police. I don't think neither one of them. But the point in which I'm making is that doesn't mean that the police isn't going to try to get them to talk. His situation was he went into a club where he was then attacked and assaulted, pulled out a gun and shot a person. That person died. He went into a club where he was attacked and assaulted. He pulled out the gun that he had and shot the person, and that person died. Banger. Rest in peace to Banger. Kodak Black is one of those people that he's just gonna be in jail. I don't care how many times you let him out of jail, he's gonna come out and send himself back. Shout out to Supreme. Shout out to Supreme and the Supreme team. He's currently in jail because the weapon that he had used to kill the guy, that was used and killed Benga, was he illegally attained. That's actually what he's in jail for. What up, Brian Spikes? The murder case, the murder case, that part of the case, I believe that that's the court case that's coming up. I don't believe that they haven't went to court for that yet. Tax Fed bid. No, he's in the tombs now because they're about to go to court. The FBI is rounding up all gangs right now, and you want to know who y'all could think? Y'all could think not all Trinitarios, but y'all could think those Trinitarios that hatcheted that young boy to death, because the feds got a shitload of money to play with right now. So everybody that's getting caught for petty shit and being, I'm not talking about the people that was doing real crimes that it's like, you know what, they off the street. The community is probably going to be doing a little bit better. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the people that get caught up with little bullshit, and now they're going to get a ton of years over little bullshit, right? They could think that not all Trinitarios, I'm just only speaking about the Trinitarios that hacked that boy up. They could thank him. They could thank those dudes. Think about it. They had to take the Trinitarios off those Trinitarios off the street. Why? They running around hatcheting up little kids. The kid was 15 years old. They hatcheted them up on the street corner. Dragged them out the store and hatcheted them to death. That right there made it so that they just gave an influx of money to fighting gang violence in New York City. And ever since that happened, it's been on the freaking front page of everything. The situation happened, the attack happened, the attack happened before Star came home. Star was in jail when the girls got attacked. And those idiots was throwing gang signs in jail before they even got sentenced. Before they even got sentenced. I see if you get sentenced and then you throw up gang signs and shit. It's like, yo, fuck it, you already gave me a sentence, you banged the gavel. That's it. These guys was throwing up gang signs before they even got sentenced. What's on the BK indictment? What's on the Southern District indictment? Because I'm pretty sure I didn't say anything wasn't on the indictment, so I want to know why you feel a need to tell me it's on the indictment. Um, Beck Gok says, "R.I.P. Pop Smoke, gotta go. Thanks for great content. We'll try checking you out more than other rapper jail death days. Oh, more than just on shit like this. Appreciate you." She's charged with maiming another chick, Nami. She has star position while Star was on her bid. Who's charged with maiming another chick? Who are you talking about? Who has star position while Star was on bid? Who are you talking about? I don't know who you're talking about right now. Just clarify for me, please. I think that we need to get the drugs out of the street. I think that we need to prevent violence. I think that there's a dollar sign on the bottom. Also, my Cash App is somebody put my Cash App up. I don't know how Beck Gok would prefer to donate. And in addition to that, we have PayPal down in there. So you could PayPal, Cash App, or you could just hit the dollar sign and donate through Super Chat. Appreciate you, Rob G. Phil. Who's gonna have to testify? They just picked up a lot of 5.9 brims actually. Somebody says she's so fine she don't have to live like this. A lot of these very very attractive females is with the shits. So please stop thinking just because a female is attractive she's gonna be like fucking June Cleaver. A lot of these attractive females is with all the shits. I'm just letting you know. I know a couple. All the shits. Shout out to Brian Spike Hopkins with the $2 drop and no comment. He giving people the Clint Eastwood eyes. Your life says, okay, so Jim Brown, we're having two different conversations. Shout out to Beck Gok with the 199 drop. He writes, cool. We're having two different conversations. I'm not gonna. Oh, no, N.O.R.E has star position with Star was in the can. Copy. And you're saying Star had her slashed? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Mickey Broadway said Brim ain't snitching. I don't know this to be fact, right? But I feel very, shout out to James S with the $1.98. That was petty. That was so petty. Shout out to James S with the $1.98 drop. He's so petty. He donated 1 cent less than the guy before him. Well, this is crazy. Y'all guys is crazy as hell, man. Um, Star's on 1 indictment. She has 2 charges on the indictment, as far as I know. There's 2 charges. The situation that happened with Cardi B is on the BK indictment. I said that. Why are you repeating the stuff that I'm saying like I didn't say that, Jim Brown? I said that. Beck Gok with the 2.99 drop. Appreciate you, my brother, and the thumbs up. I said that. Why are you repeating shit I'm saying like I didn't say it? Could you explain that to me? You said that once already. We're not gonna let your same comment keep dropping. Cardi or Star definitely ain't talking, but all of them people that got something to end up saying something. I believe that they went to Cardi B, tried to get Cardi B to snitch. I'm gonna explain this. I think I said this before. I'm almost 100% sure that I recently said this in a previous video over the summer when the shit was going on with Cardi B. I believe they went to Cardi B. They was gonna throw out all the charges. Do y'all remember when they was gonna throw all the Cardi B charges out? All she had to do was say that she did the thing. That's it. All Cardi B had to do was cop. If Cardi B cops to the thing, then it was gonna throw everything out. But in order for Cardi B to cop, that means that Cardi B had to name who she paid, name who she spoke to, name who the people was that beat the people. You understand what I'm saying? So they tried to get Cardi B to snitch. I'm pretty sure Cardi B is like, I ain't talking about nothing. Go talk to my lawyer. And that's why they're following through with this particular case. They was trying to, in my honest opinion, they was trying to get Cardi B to snitch. That's why Cardi B didn't take she could just walk away. Shout out to Brian Spikes Hopkins with the $5 drop. Appreciate you. He said, "Let's get it." Pardon me. He said, "Let's get it." That was the pettiest thing. That shit was petty. That was a fact. All she has to do is remain silent and the charges won't stick. I don't know. We'll see. But I told y'all I'll show y'all the graveyard if we get up to 200 likes. We're nowhere near 200 likes. Okay, hold on. First of all, why y'all let that guy comment go through that just called me a simp? Leave him. Don't kick him. Don't kick him and don't erase the comment. We want to talk about this comment for a second. Moneybag Crow says she's dysfunctional. She's dysfunctional. WTF, you a simp. Who's dysfunctional? Why are you playing the pronoun game and calling me a simp? Nobody knows what you're talking about. Why are you playing the pronoun game? First of all, who's she? What is the individual oh, you don't understand how the English language works. Okay, so this is what it is. If we're talking about something, we have to have a subject matter in the situ in the conversation. If you're talking about something and I have no idea what you're talking about, I can't respond back to you rationally. So your comment don't make no sense. You're just calling me a simp to call me a simp. Shout out to me being a simp. I guess so. I don't know. But please explain to me. I don't care about the simp comment. That shit don't mean nothing. Please explain to me how she's dysfunctional and who's the she. Gully Boy Revolution said there's rumors Offset is involved in a pending RICO case in Atlanta. That's a fact. He's a high-ranking GD in Atlanta. I heard that before. I don't know how accurate that is. He ran a Wild Projects once. She's not on 2 indictments. It's 1 indictment. She's on 2 charges. She's on 2 counts. It's 1 indictment. Okay, so what's the 2 indictments she's on, Jim Brown? I hate when people argue semantics with me. They got him. They got him. Okay, so we're not playing that music. Somebody is telling me that this is the leak footage from the. Somebody is telling me that this is the leak footage from the Pop Smoke situation. I'm gonna show it to you in a second. Carrie Major said that Remy Roja girl did a live where she said the girls disrespected everyone blood that was in the strip club that night. They was already beefing. Huh. Hey, what up, Christopher Rasco? I ain't seen you in a minute. No, they don't have the people who got Pop Smoke, but if this is accurate, that dude is gonna look directly into the camera. Somebody told me that this is from the Pop Smoke situation. I am not 100% sure, but I'm showing it to you and showing you what I have. I am not 100% sure that this is from the Pop Smoke situation, but there is one thing that I do want to show you. One of these guys is going to look directly into the camera. We do not know if this is the Pop Smoke situation. The post says it was posted 2 hours ago, not 2 months ago. What the fuck are you talking about? Part of my language. Um, okay, so you're saying she's dysfunctional. Did I ever say Star wasn't dysfunctional? I mean, I don't think I ever said she wasn't dysfunctional. So why would you say that she's dysfunctional and then call me a simp? Your shit don't even. You just came in here to insult me. That's it, right? Money back crow. That was your whole thing. You just wanted to just come in here and say an insult. Oh, you wasn't talking about me. No. Okay, but let's curses. Copy. I'm happy I didn't kick you, money back crow. Less curses though, okay? Less curses. I'm not letting that go through because of all the curses that was in it. Less curses. All right, copy, copy, copy. You wasn't talking to me. My apologies. Let's go. My fault. Every time I open project, I remind you of a cop. How do I remind you of a cop? How do I remind you of a cop? Please explain how I remind you of a cop. God is to you. Shout out to Mass Arms. Salute Mass Arms. I ain't seen you in a minute, homie. What you doing, man? He says Frost. If y'all get that up to 200 likes before I leave off of this live, I will show you this graveyard. I don't think y'all gonna get up to 200 likes, so I'm not even concerned. Wait, hold on. Do I still got the scene where I could show you the graveyard before? I don't wanna promise people something I can't do. I don't think I got the scene no more. I can't show you the graveyard. Y'all don't gotta. Can I show y'all the graveyard? Nope, I can't even show you the graveyard. So you can't. Don't even hit the like button. Just forget it. I can't show it to y'all. I gotta change the settings on the. I gotta change the settings on the app before I could do it. So I gotta. I could show it to y'all later. So you just came in here to just insult me, goddess to you, and that was it. You just okay, whatever. Um, I can't show y'all the graveyard art, so please stop hitting the like button. I don't know why people. A black man not looking like I'm in the ghetto and looking like I know how to read. I must look like a cop. What are these black men walking around looking like they got brains? They must be a cop. At this point, it seems like Cardi wouldn't have these problems if not for Offset, to be honest with you. I'll show you the footage again. I don't know if this is actually it. This is just what I'm hearing it is. Just so we could be clear, I do not know if this is actually the footage. What I'm saying is that this is what's being released, and they're saying that this is the footage. What I said was is that they got them because that one dude is gonna look directly at the camera. LeBron James being something or other. Yes, I watch Ticket TV. Shout out to Ticket TV. This one dude is gonna look directly at the camera. Right here. They got them. If that's them, they got them. They got him. He going down for murder. If he tell on anybody is all we don't know right now. He going down for murder. Whoever that dude is going down for murder. If that is from the scene from the Pop Smoke jump off. Mickey Broadway says, and Cardi might have to testify if the feds propose purpose is to convict everybody in the set. Society is really chill, trick minorities and thinking being real is being gangster. No, society has convinced people into thinking that the only way for them to get out the hood is through crime. That's what society has convinced people. The only way to get out of whatever bad situation you are in is to commit crimes. All right, I'll show y'all the situation one more time. I do not know if this is the video. I do not know if this is the video. This was sent to me by someone. I haven't had the opportunity to verify one way or the other. I'm just sharing it with you. This is a developing story. Dude is gonna look directly at the camera. Yo, not for nothing, but I think I need that blue allegedly shirt with the red writing. That's a fact. He looked directly at the camera. They got him. If they even pretend like if that's real, if this is actually from the Pop Smoke house and the police act like they can't find anybody, they can't catch nobody, then I'm gonna say this is a setup. I'm gonna say Illuminati. If that's really, I'm dead serious. If that's really the individual, if that's really the house, this is really the situation, that's really the footage from the Pop Smoke house situation, and the police start talking about they can't find nobody, I'm gonna be like Illuminati. I have not ever heard white people clown other white people for looking or sounding smart either. That is explicitly something that only people who are not that intelligent do. People do that when they feel threatened by how smart you are. Like That's when people do that. Period. When they feel threatened by your intelligence, then that means intelligence is bad. Yo, what are you doing having brains? Ooga booga. You want to get it? So that's why it don't bother me now when people be like, you sound white. Or like when somebody said, you a cop. That's why I asked them, why you think I'm a cop? They think I'm a cop because I'm smart and because I have a tie on. Okay. So there's no reason for me to feel away. The problem is that you think that you're not that smart. You might be more intelligent than you know you are. You get rid of some of that negative energy. So this is not the Rob G film. I believe he's saying that this is not the location. So this is not the location, Rob G film. This is fake. So Rob G film, this is fake. Okay. I don't have this might be fake. This could be fake. All right. So like I said, this might be fake. Dude look dead at the camera. I am definitely, first of all, I don't think I'm that smart. I just think other people aren't smart. I don't think I'm that smart. I have an average intelligence. You'll never hear me say different. I just think that I get in the concert like you know, with a lot of people who aren't that intelligent. So therefore, instead of them saying, trying to prove me not being that smart by having a debate with me or having actual conversation with me to prove me being saying something that I'm wrong, they don't have the intelligence to do that. So all they could do is say, you're not that smart. They don't have the intelligence to be able to prove that they are smarter than me. So therefore, all they could do is say that I'm not smart because they can't prove it because their intelligence isn't at my intelligence. Does that make sense? Did what I just say make sense? Does what I just said make sense? Because if somebody is clearly really smarter than you, they don't have to say that you are not smart. They can literally just have a conversation with you and prove it. Prince to a beer. Prince to a beer said he had to pull over for Ooga Booga. My man said, "Oh, I don't think the camera saw me. Let me check again." Hold on, dude. Yo, hold on. Hold on. I would have been so funny if dude would have did this. It would have been so funny if dude would have did this. Hold on. Bag season. It would have been so funny if dude would have did this. He would have been like, "Yo, did the camera see you? I don't know." He like he go like this. "Oh shit, yo, I think the camera saw me." And the other guy says, "Did the camera see you?" And he's like, "Yo, I don't know. Hold on, let me check." "Yo, I think the camera saw me." Dude might have did that. Dude might as well did that. He's like, yo, I think that he's just chilling and shit. Like, yo, oh shit. Yo, I think the camera saw me. Yo, the camera saw you. Yo, I don't know, man. You want me to check? Yeah, check. See if the camera saw you. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna check. Oh shit, I think the camera saw me. Oh man, hold on, shit, man. I gotta get a haircut. I think I actually am gonna get a haircut. I'm telling you, that's what the dude did, yo. We do not know if this is from the actual event though. So let's just be clear on that. Somebody just sent me this. They're saying that it is. We don't know if it is. It might not be. Rob G Film just sent me something. Who's this? Um. All right, hold on. Before we get to what Rob G Film just sent me, somebody just sent me this regarding what Blueface was saying about the situation. I want y'all to be able to see it so nobody don't think I'm reading different shit. Blueface said, a young, immature, dumb person might think what I said is checking in, as checking in. And if you do tap in with a person who shows any signs of power or misconception because you hit him when you land, then that is the wrong native. Wait, god dang it, man. God dang it. It's so hard to read some of these guys' shit. Hold on. Y'all know the IG is right on the screen, right? Right under the right over right on the screen. It's right on the screen. What are you talking about? The Cash App, and then there's the morning coffee thing, and then it's the IG. Hold on. It says a young, immature, dumb N-word might take what I said as checking in, and if you do, tapping in with a N-word who shows any signs of power or misconception, cause you hit him when you land, then that was the wrong. I don't understand what that's supposed to mean. And Blueface also put this up. I don't think Blueface was disrespecting Pop Smoke. I think people just took it the wrong way. I think he just said something that was right and he just said it the wrong way. And then he says, my real point is LA is fake, and if you don't know here, you either I'm not reading no more what he writes. They really come on, man. Come on, man. Stay in school. That's a fact, Evil Eye. Stay in school. What in the hell? You should tap in. I don't understand what the problem is. I don't understand what the issues is. You understand what I'm saying? Like if I know I'm going somewhere where I know people at, or if I know I'm going somewhere and it's somebody else's, I don't understand what the problem. I don't understand what the problem is. I don't know what to tell you. Rob G. Nope, you're right, Rob G. That is not the same house. This is the house. That video is not from the same house. Totally different pools. Good catch, Rob G. Films. Yeah, I wasn't trying to read. I'm not reading no. I'm not. Now I see why I don't follow Blueface. I would never be able to. What the hell? Why are you trying to give me a headache, yo? Blueface trying to give people aneurysms with his text. Why? You know what Blueface is trying to do? You ever see those? You ever? You know what Blueface is trying to do? You ever see those movies where they have like the robot and like you can't beat the robot. The robot is unbeatable. There's nothing we could do. So they ask the robot impossible to answer question that basically loops back in on itself. That's what Blueface is trying to do. He's trying to make our brains reset. The computer, and then the damn robot resets. Don't understand, and the smoke is coming out the ears. That's what happens to robots when they read Blueface texts. Like, what's going on over here? Punctuation, please. Evil Eye says people mistake checking in as weakness when it's really just touching base with people who are in the city and can help keep you safe while you're alone in a foreign place. I don't see nothing wrong with tapping in with people. I don't see nothing wrong with it. But what the hell? I'm not a rapper, and nor am I in the streets trying to keep up some kind of reputation. So I don't know what to tell you because I'm not doing none of those things. Hold on. Man, I forgot my damn charger. I messed up. I gotta buy a new charger. I left my other charger in the fucking studio in Philly. Um, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I actually, when I started doing this, I had to really dumb myself down when I speak. I like so sometimes y'all might see me use different words, and that's because I'm slipping. I try not to use certain words because I don't want people to misunderstand me, and I don't want to get in arguments with people over nothing. Um, so I dumb down with the way I talk all the time. Actually, that's the best way to speak when you're speaking to a large group of people. You should make your conversation as accessible as possible. That's just a fact. We should say tap in instead of check in. Maybe people will be more appreciate accept that more. That's a fact. You think if I go to Detroit, I'm not nobody to have to check in with nobody. I try to check in with people. They're gonna be like, who? Yo, we gotta get this fool. They're gonna be like, who? Who the fuck is Jack Frost? And he gonna go to somebody else. Yo, we gotta get this fool. How he get our number? I don't think Blueface sounds like he knows anything about the situation. I think he's just speaking matter of factly. You don't think people be coming through their town moving the wrong way and they don't be like, yo, somebody gonna get one of them dudes one of these days. This has just happened to be one of those times where somebody got somebody. Don't forget, they shot at the house Takashi was in. Y'all forget about that? The house that Takashi was in was shot up, and I believe they said there was 4 men that was caught on camera. Now you're trying to tell me that there's a possibility that there was 4 men caught on camera in this situation. I don't remember Bjorn, but I'm pretty sure you did. You're about to tap in that target. We got to pull up out of here. We've been up here 2.5 hours. I love y'all. You guys are the best. First thing we want to do is we want to go out. We want to give appreciation to everybody that donated to the chat. That's a whole fact. What in the hell? We want to give our appreciation to everybody that donated to the chat today. Shout out to Robert Lawson Jr. with the $5 drop. He says salute BBN. Shout out to Wes North with the $2 drop. He says RIP Pop Smoke. Shout out to Mickey Broadway with the $2 drop. He says I could tell you, Frost, no LA dudes did that to him. Shout out to Omar Gray with the $2 drop. He said won't be surprised if GGs are involved. Shout out to Omar Gray with the $2 drop again. He says will the Chew have openly threatened on wax? Shout out to Omar Gray with the $5 drop. He says, Jack, do you know that the GD are fighting Bloods and Crips in Brooklyn, right? Shout out to Mickey Broadway with the $2 drop. He says, keep doing good work. Salute. Appreciate you. Shout out to Patrick M43 with the $4.99 drop. He says, I think his death is linked to the Albanian man in the Rolls Royce. The police have motive because there's only one, that's the only beef he had in LA. Shout out to Bree Powell with the $10 drop. She says real recognize real. Shout out to James S with the petty drop. The petty drop with the $10.01. He says petty. Shout out to Mickey Broadway with the $2 drop. He says they're gonna make new laws like Giuliani did with Rico. Shout out to Brian Spikes Hopkins with the $2 drop. Shout out to James S with the $1.98 drop. He actually did the $1.98 drop, but there was somebody who donated $1.99 before him. That person obviously it didn't go through. Shout out to Brian Spikes Hopkins with the $5 drop. He says, let's get it. Shout out to Jimbo with the $2.03 drop. He says, blessings to everyone. And shout out to Mass Arms with the $5 drop. I want to say I appreciate all of you guys. All of you guys are the best. Thank you for pulling up. Thank you for contributing. Not just financially, but thank you for contributing to the chat. I love when we got people in here with different opinions. It's great. I just please people, let's try not to use curse words. And sometimes let's try to dial down the profanity. Let's be cognizant that this is a morning show, and sometimes people watch this with their kids. I know that for a fact. That's why I try not to curse, even though sometimes I get too emotional and then the words start coming out. But I'm trying to stop. Um, at the end of the day, tragedies happen. And when these tragedies happens, we have to be cognizant of our steps. We have to pay more attention to the things in which we're doing, the things in which we're saying, and the places in which we're going. This is a hard position to be in. To be an individual who has fame thrust upon you, and you've never really had the opportunity to learn what to do when you get that fame. A lot of people, they don't know what to do when they acquire the fame. They've been chasing the fame, they've been chasing the clout. They get the clout, they get the fame, and they don't have the slightest idea what to do next. What we have to stop thinking is that everybody is our friend. A lot of people are not your friend. They're just standing next to you because of the things that you could do for them. Some people are your friend, and you just happen to be able to do things for them. There's a difference. It's not easy to tell which is which. But at the end of the day, whenever we travel outside of our boundaries, outside of our hood, outside of the places that we find familiar, we need to keep our head on a swivel. If you're in a foreign area, maybe don't drink as much as you might drink. If you're somewhere that's foreign, maybe don't smoke as much as you might smoke. If you're someplace that's foreign, maybe you don't rent a house. Maybe you stay in a hotel where you know for a fact they have security. Like, this is the way in which I think. Um, we have to be proactive with our security. We have to be proactive with our future, and we have to be proactive with our safety. Our safety and our security are two different things, because our security is the things in which we're doing beforehand to make sure that we are prepared to be able to get taken care of, and that's outside of what we are personally doing. Our security would be, I hire some security people around me. Our security would be, maybe I don't go and rent a house. Maybe I go to a hotel because a hotel has security. Our safety is the decisions in which we decide to make sure that we're not put in compromising situations where our security might have to act. So we should pay attention to our security and our safety. And we should also pay attention to the people that are around us. What happened to Pop Smoke has hurt a lot of people. That man had a up and coming future. That boy had an up and coming future. He had a lot of things to look forward to. He had a lot of people that was in his ear that was helping him positively. He had a lot of people that was looking out for his best interests, and now we have lost him. I'm not a person that particularly listens to a lot of his music. I've only heard any of his music once or twice before the tragedy happened. But this much is what I can say. You do not have to be the tough guy. You don't have to be the guy everybody fears. You don't have to be the guy all the chicks want. You do not have to be that. But know that once you make that your life's mission, there's going to be people that want to destroy you. There's going to be people that want to kill you. And there's going to be people that want to take everything that you have. So please, let's move a little bit better. Let's not make fun of, talk down to, or ridicule him or his team because of the tragedy that happened. Let's just hope that the next time somebody thinks about taking one of our young kings from us, that king is more prepared with safety as far as decisions that's being made, and with security, the physical things that we're putting into the atmosphere to make sure that their safety can be worked on, that they can have safety. With that being said, let's go out there and win today. We are great. So let's go be great. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.